Let me see if I can reiterate this, because I've been talking about it a lot with some other people, other Twitchers and stuff. The Dungeon Beneath is one of those games where you can make like OP combos, you move your stuff around, you try to figure out what works together, and you make that. And I thought I had that in the previous playthrough, that unbeatable combo that just breaks the game. And then you win, and then you don't want to play. Then you feel like, okay, I won the game, I never want to play it again. That happens in a lot of games for me. And then this one, though, they put some really, really tough endgame content into it, which is really, really cool, because it turns out you really need to build that OP combo. And not only that, I didn't have it. I didn't have the thing. We didn't get it. So, of course, that won't do. We gotta go bigger. Better, bigger, better, faster, stronger. Always show stats. Let's try that. Skip battle banners. Yes. I don't know what secrets are yet. Alright. Might turn out the music ever so slightly. Okay, sound is very loud on my end, which should be separated from your guys' sound. So let me turn it down again on my end. That would be this button here. There. Using a new software to track sound and separate it and all that kind of jazz, so everything is weird right now. And as I covered it a bit earlier in a short stream, this is a completely new PC. I just factory reset my PC, so everything's new and weird. Or not weird, and like I had all kinds of stuff set up and overlapping systems, and now everything's just clean, and I had to do the whole thing today, and there might be something missing. But we'll try it out. Alright, here we have, so when we start a new run, we get 3 different choices. We can choose 1 or 2 pre-written, pre-designed, preset heroes, or we can do a complete random one. And last time I did a complete random one, it turned out to be a great hero. I don't know if those are just like basically better, or maybe it's just that like these are just randomly generated, and then this one is, I don't know, because then they're all randomly generated, and then what's the point? Oh, we can play Game Plus, but I haven't even beaten the base game. But there's a new difficulty setting. God damn it. Beta says random. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Now I'm debating, because I always play games at the highest difficulty level if I can get away with it. Welcome to the stream, Beta. Nice to see you here. But I didn't even manage to beat the base game. Like, I got absolutely trashed, even with my unbeatable, unbroken combo that I had. We still got beaten. Let me just cover what we're looking at here with the other 2 at the very least. So, Thoric of the Hammer. Round end, he gets +1 armor. And he also starts with the Essence Distiller artifact that we had in the last run. After the first round, summon an enemy lesser void wisp. A really, really cool one. It explodes, dealing 1 damage to all opponents, which can then trigger various things, because it's a unit that dies in the opponent's field that can trigger stuff. Thoric of the Hammer starts with 2 attack and 10 health. That seems incredibly strong. Like, he's like 2 attack and 10 health. High attack and high health, and he's got a good passive. Interesting. Elder Grix, though, the artifact is random, so if we look at her like just without the artifact compared to Thoric over here, Thoric just seems like way better. She gets an artifact, though, that says the Smith's Hammer. When an ally gains armor, they gain an extra +1 armor. Okay. Armor sticks around for 1 round, and then it goes away. So you have that 1 round to soak damage, which is interesting with the Thoric of the Hammer, because he gets armor on himself, and usually you don't want the hero to take damage in the Dungeon Beneath. Happy to pop by. Alright. Yeah. I don't know, you don't know the game beta, but don't worry about it. I'll explain everything. Everything. No. And when an ally dies, attack Elder Grix, which I'm just going to go out and say that's a bad ability, because you don't want your allies to die. And she's got low attack, so that doesn't really seem like it combos well. Of course, you can get this attack higher during a run, but she who swims alone. Oh, that's actually fair. This is a Beastman race, and beast races, the beast race often combos off of allies dying. So if you want to do a complete like ally dying combo, there might be something there. We can summon little units if we get the right kind of mages and stuff like that. That summons like little sacrificable units, and then we can combo off of that. Maybe there's something there that might be really strong. But we're going random, of course we are. A mysterious figure. And he's a dwarf, Thoric of the Hammer. And we're gonna go with New Game Plus, because why not? Let's get our butts kicked. Oh, Lord. Oh. It's very loud, isn't it? Very, very loud. Okay. Yes, way too loud. Shh. Huh. I think that's better. Okay. So, is this really correct? Yeah, okay. This is a cool hero, but it's literally the hero that I was playing in the previous run, and we already got the achievement for her, so I want to play a different one. Oh, this is a very good character, but no. I want to play a new hero. So, let's reshuffle. Dead already. That's it. Maybe next time. Score 0. Yep. Alright. So you can't, that's a really good point. You can't just enter a game, quit out of it, and then gain points towards your next unlock. Fair enough. Also good to know. Here's Marianne and Jack, yeah. And the little Greeks again. Let's go a new random. And New Game Plus, indeed. Okay. And we got Thoric of the Hammer. Alright. Here for Abaddon? What a terrible fate. Well, there's no turning back now. Well, that's not true. We could abandon again. Thoric of the Hammer. Round and gain +1 armor, which means we want to tank with the hero. The interesting thing about this game is that you can, during any one fight, battle, or whatever you want to call it, all the damage we take on characters, or if they die, whatever, they respawn and they get full health, but any damage that we take on the hero carries over to future battles. So you usually don't want the hero to take damage, because it's the only thing that carries over. But then he is able to tank with his armor, so maybe then you kind of feel like maybe we should take a bit of damage with him to use that armor, otherwise it's not worth anything. And we got a random artifact. It's the Arbiter's Blade. Battle start. Give your hero +3 power. And power, like armor, goes away after one use, or one round. Yeah, it's different. Armor goes away after one round. Power goes away after one use, which it's an important distinction. What is this up here? New Game Plus. Enemies are stronger. Oh, it's like a whole dial that can get filled up. So, not only was the game almost unbeatable at base difficulty, but there's more difficulties. And we got the Squire again. Now I've had the Squire for 3 consecutive runs, and I gotta say he's one of my least favorite, actually. No, that's not true. He's just not one of my favorites. He's a mediocre character, I think. And then we have 2 base followers that we need to replace. They're just bad. But the Squire has 4 health, 1 attack, and then round end he gives another ally in his lane, the vertical lane, 1 extra power. Alright. 3 extra power for the hero in at the start of the battle is kind of interesting. Not the best artifact either. Do they have range weapons? Let me explain to you how a battle works beta here. So here we have the Harbinger. It is our first opponent. Every room will look like this. It's a little 3x3 grid, where the first 2 rows, I think they call them, columns. Columns are like for characters, and then the third column is for your hero. And then you have 3 lanes and it's the same for the opponents, right? And all attacks as a base, they will attack straight ahead. So this guy is, if we hover over him here, we can see he has one attack. He attacks the one in front here. This bone pile, it has 1 health, 0 attack, but it has an ability. At the end of the round, if it survives, it will transform into a skeleton. Alright, this guy here, since there's no units in front, it will attack the hero. And the guy down here will be attacking the front line bone pile here. Our hero, we can move them around as we please, these guys, before we set up. But once we start the battle, they're kind of set and we need to like plan it out here. If we clear this lane, then next time this guy attacks, there's no units for him to attack, and then he will default to attack the hero in the back. The undead hero here, it has 2 attack, 7 health, and as a follow-up, that means after he does something after the character's normal attack, then he summons a new bone pile. So he spawns a new one of these every round if we don't clear them. But of course we will try to clear them out. We'll just do it like this. Now, and then we can hover over the attack order here. So we can see that the squire here will go first. Then goes the follower in front, then my top follower, and then my hero, and then their hero. And unfortunately, this setup here will result in my hero taking 2 damage, and while he gets... Oh, he gets 1 armor at round end, not at the start, not in the first round, so he doesn't start with an armor. Reminds me slightly of a game called Pixel Tactics. Alright, well now we gotta go and Google that. Pixel Tactics. It's a board game. Oh. Yeah. That looks cool though. Alright. So to answer your question, Beta, no, there are not ranged weapons as such, but there are a distinction between front row characters and back row characters, or back column characters. Like specifically the followers here, they say front only next to their attack, which means they have to be in the front column to attack. If I move this guy here, denoted by the white, the yellow color here, he would not be able to attack. He can stand there, but since he is melee, he would not be able to attack from here. The squire doesn't care, but we will have some ranged characters later that will have to go in the back column. Multi-lane combat. I mean, that sounds cool. I don't know this one, but it looks cool. Now, this is a decent setup, but it's not the best setup we can do by any means. In fact, so right now we are taking 2 damage on the hero, and that will carry over to the rest of the dungeon until we heal him, and that's not what we want. So we gotta move something around. And I think since this is the first round, I'm just gonna do this. This is the first combat. So what's gonna happen here then? We are gonna attack... Well, he's gonna attack my follower, but I'm gonna attack the bone pile with my 5 damage, which is... Oh, you know what? Much better. Because we do 5 damage with our hero, and each of these do 1. He has 7 health. We've already won. And I have it set to maximum speed because I've been through this so many times now. So we have so much burst damage in the first round that I can just instantly snipe that guy. Let me turn down the speed a bit so we can better see what's going on. Alright. Oh, we can't do that here. Okay. So each combat or after each battle we will earn an amount of gold. The currency of life. To buy and we can buy a new hero or character. We have a party limit of 5 and we only have 4 characters, so we might as well buy one, and that's what they want us to do here. We can get a druid. It says here, it has 3 health, 1 attack. After the first round, summon 2 doves. Doves are 0 attack, 1 health units that help you tank. But then they could be sacrificed for various effects, or you could just use them as tanks. Then Armorsmith, Human Fighter. It says round end, give another ally in this lane 2 extra armor, which could translate into 2 extra health per turn, but not like healing. Of course, it doesn't carry over, but that's actually really strong, I think. Interesting. And then we have a Berserker, which has high health and, well, he has an attack, but then he's got counter, which means every time he takes damage, any amount of damage, he will gain extra power, which means he will do more damage in the next time he attacks, which may be in the same round if he's slower. So, I want the Armor Smith. That sounds cool. There's a problem with that, which is the Squire wants to be in the same lane as another ally, and now if we're adding another character that wants to be in the same lane as another ally, now we're starting to have like some forced placement because we need them, both of them, to have another character in the same lane in order to be effective at anything. And that may cause some issues later, but I want to try out this Armor Smith. That sounds really cool. And in fact, we can end up having 3 armor on the hero every turn, which sounds cool. But that doesn't make sense, because if I ever want to have the Armor Smith buffing the dwarf hero with the armor, then he will need to stand in front, and then the hero is not being targeted, and the Armor Smith is being targeted by anything attacking this lane. So that's kind of interesting. The Druid is also really nice. But no. We're gonna go with the Armor Smith. That sounds cool. Onwards. Vexel Featherbite. Counter, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Okay. And then he has no attack of his own, but every time we hit him with something, he will deal damage back to our random enemies. He's got 3 Goblin Scouts. See, this armor on the Thoric, it's so hard to use. I want him to use his 5 attack to kill a Goblin Scout. But the attack order will show that the Goblin Scout goes before Thoric. So if I put him alone in the lane, he's gonna take 1 damage before he gets his armor up. That won't do. Oh yeah, we've got a problem, like I said. I can't do this, because now the Armor Smith is not... I mean, we can, but then the Armor Smith is not using his ability on anyone. Oh, we could do this. So this guy will die to my hero. This guy will take 1 damage, you take 1 damage. These 2 attack you and deal a total of 2, which makes it survive, but then he gets 2 armor and this guy gets 2 power. I think this is fine. Let me slow it down here so we can see what happens. Oh wow, it's so slow then. Can't believe I played at the speed of the first. We go to speed 2 at least. Splat. Yeah, they boost each other then. That's kind of interesting. I guess that kind of works out. We're going speed 5 for the rest of the playthrough here. I mean, this is kind of fine. Yes. And again. Oh, I forgot he doesn't do 5 damage every round. It's only the first round. I felt like we should have done more damage because he had 5 attack on the hero, but that's only in the first round. Now we get a potion of experience, because that's how you get experience in this game. And each character that is not one of the starting followers here can level up to 3 times. Let's give it to the Armor Smith. They need 3 experience to level up, but we got a plan ahead. Let's just give it to him. Alright, now we are going into a treasure room where we will get a little artifact. No. Artifacts go up here. This is an item to be put on a character. It gives it +2 health to a character, but then -1 speed. For now, we will just be adding that onto one of the followers here to make them a little bit more tanky. To be used as cannon fodder. Good. And on we go. We can move those items around later. Alright, Rat Tooth. When an allied beast dies, summon a dire rat. Bonus objective, protect the lost adventurer. Oh, so now we've got a little lost adventurer here, which is the hero you have in the tutorial. He doesn't do anything other than be a burden to us, but if we keep him alive, we get 2 extra gold for this room. And of course we want that, so... The interesting thing about this guy is that when an allied beast dies, he summons a dire rat. And these guys are beasts and they're dire rats. Basically, whenever one of these dire rats die, he just spawns a new one. So you can never kill the dire rats. You gotta aim for him and only him. Nothing else really makes sense here. And this is how we do it. But this is kind of silly. What's gonna happen here? We attack the barrel with you, we attack the barrel with the armor smith, and then the Thoric, the hammer with 5 attack, will attack the barrel that now only has 1 health. Wasting his huge attack, but I don't see a setup that is much better here. Yeah. I don't think we have a good build with Thoric and this sword here right now. Maybe we can make it work later. But I think we'll win this one. I mean, we literally just attack again. We're dealing, what, 5 damage in this lane every round, up to the 6 he has, so he's not going to die this turn. But next turn, and the rats are not killing anything, and he's not going to die. It's going to be fine here. Yes. And attack again. Okay. Easy starting battles here. It's going to get much more difficult later. So, pick up the gold, give the experience to the armor smith, and let's see, here we can buy another character. Alright. What do we have? We've got a hunter. Level 1 human archer. 4 health, 1 attack. Gains 2 power at the end of their turn if they did not attack. I still have never figured this one out. How will we ever make it not attack? He's also inexhaustible. Normally when you move a character around after the battle has been initiated, they will be exhausted for the next round so that they don't attack. Which is normally what you don't want to do. But if you could make them not attack, you would trigger his ability. Which sounds good. Except then he's inexhaustible, so he doesn't get exhausted. So how do you ever trigger his ability? I don't know. Unless the opponent paralyzes him, but that doesn't seem like a good strategy. To purposefully get our own human archer paralyzed just to get a little bit of extra attack next turn. No. Okay. The other one here is the Divine Protector. Who, when he dies, gives an ally mage shield. So you're again, like this one, decent character, but you don't want to lose your characters in the first place against the big boss at the end, and then he does a thing once. No. But then we have the Horospex. The Horospex is awesome, and sometimes he's worth nothing, because he's a very weak character with 2 health. He's got no attack, but he's got Doom, deal 1 damage to a random enemy, and this one goes up to 4 at the end when he's high at max level. And it says Doom does something when an enemy character dies. So every time we kill an enemy character, he deals an amount of damage to a random opponent, 4 when he's max level. And so against those bosses that spawn like lots of little dudes, this guy just absolutely trashes them, and he is really good. So we are at our party limit though. We gotta sell a character. We will dismiss this follower here and add in the Horospex. And then we are gonna move... Oh, no, we can sell the follower and add one of these guys, but I don't like either of them. So we will save that money. It's gonna be fine. Flipped Featherbite. The Featherbite clan, by the way, is the goblin... The first goblin boss is the leader of the Featherbite clan. So all the goblin bosses or like heroes are named something with Featherbite. Flip Featherbite has counter gain +2 power. Oh. X. Okay. Oh, and we have a trap room. Environment. Deal 1 damage to any character standing on spikes at the end of the turn. This one is gonna be tough. I might willingly take a hit on the hero here to optimize our outcome a little bit. We could do that, but now there's no tank in front of the horror specs, which is kind of rough. He's got 7 health in the back here. Gets stronger when we hit him, but we're not going to hit him in the first turn. Armor Smith is going to be taking damage every turn for standing on these traps. On this one specific trap. We can do this, but then the horror specs will die. What happens here? Well, we take 1 damage on the hero, which will carry over to future fights. But we kill this guy without using up the followers. Like, if I do this, we waste his attack, because the next attack will just one-shot the goblin, regardless. And then this way here, we get to start working on the barrel earlier, and we protect the horror specs from the incoming attack from Featherbite here. I think this is the better play, although we take that 1 damage. Yeah. Spike traps and barrels, yes. Okay, maybe this is a little bit too quick. Speed 3 then. A lot of stuff happened there, but what's important to note... Oh, and these goblin scouts and the normal goblins, they change lanes when they at the end of the round, so that's why the board is different than one might expect. Also important to know that this guy who deals damage when enemies die, that also counts for barrels, like constructs or whatever, environmental blockers. Okay. Now our hero has an armor, so he can tank that 1 hit from the goblin, the 1 damage. We are taking 1 damage there, that's fine. These two are gonna be hitting with Featherbite. Uh-oh. Which means that he will 2 times he's gonna be hit, so he's gonna go up to 5 power on his attack. And then kill the follower. But he's gonna take 3 damage himself. Down to 4. And we're killing this goblin, which means that the doom will trigger at least once. I think it's fine. Yes. Now he's not gonna be hit, so he only deals 1 damage this turn, hitting the horror specs and not killing it. Unless the horror specs hits him. Oh, he will. He will. The horror specs will trigger when this goblin dies and when this barrel dies, and then one of those will either hit, well, one of the other things, and then it can also hit Featherbite. So that's gonna kind of suck. So I could move this one down in front, but now we're not killing this goblin here. Oh yeah, we are, because he deals 2 damage, this guy. Aha, because he was boosted by the squire. So it kind of works out. Yes, and then we keep the horror specs alive. And I think we kill him before he moves here. Yes. Good. Ooh. little bit of a tricky fight, and we took a damage on the hero, which I have never done this early in the game before, but I think it was worth it. We level up the Armorsmith now. And he gives just 1 extra armor. Okay, that's pretty low. Oh, but he gets 2 extra health himself. That's quite nice. Okay. Maybe it's okay. 3 extra armor every turn. And we get a Skirmisher Seal, which is fighters only. 2 health and 2 speed. I think you're a fighter. Yes. You're not a fighter. The Armorsmith is a fighter. Okay. We'll give it to the Squire, though. He can only carry 1 item, which is denoted over here. The other 2 slots are locked right now, but we can take them off and put them back. Stuff like that. Extra speed and extra health. Could we put it on... I don't think my hero is a fighter. Yeah, unfortunate. I would like more speed on my hero. That would be really nice. Vile Flutterbite. I don't think I know you. When any character dies, he gains +1 attack permanently. Bonus objective is take no hero damage. We've got an environmental thing here. The fountain. At the end of each round, restore 1 health to a damaged character. Any damaged character. Oh, and look at this guy. So he's got 5 units in front of himself, which means that he will be able to get at least 5 extra attack during this fight. We're doing it like this, but now I'm taking damage on the hero from this guy. Like this then. We'll put these guys there. So they tank the hero. He's giving armor every turn, so this will make the Squire way more tanky against these attacks incoming from this guy. The horror specs we will move the follower up next turn, but I don't want to take hero damage from this one skeleton. And he's gonna kill that bone pile, and then Thoric smashes the skeleton, and this skeleton will survive the round, but that's it. Yes. Well, and then I'm not even counting the horror specs because he's unpredictable. Should be good. Oh, and the fountain healed them. Right. Gotta move him up. So he's gaining 3 armor, the Squire here, but it's gonna hurt still. In fact, is he gonna die? Yes. The Squire's gonna die. Which makes the hero even stronger here. But we're dealing, what, 2 to their hero? Oh, and we're not getting armor anywhere then, because at the round end there will be no Squire here. I'm gonna just be candid here. I think we have a pretty bad combo going. Alright, but we're getting this one without further troubles. Yeah. Okay. And we're getting the bonus objective. Might still be salvageable, you never know. We can also... I'm thinking about selling the Squire if we get a good choice for other heroes. I want to level up the horror specs, I think. Are we going full horror specs build? We could also sell him for something else later. I will level him. We need another character. This is a shop where we can buy items, but I think we need to... The thing is, you get forced into a lot of campsites later where we will be able to buy other heroes or characters. But no, we should really try to get another character on the board so we can start leveling them. This one I don't know. Cleric of the Rose. Level 1 hero mage. Human mage. 3 health, 1 attack. Hope. Deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy in this lane. And what does Hope do? Does something when an ally's character's health increases. Or, I mean, that must be for, like healing as well, surely? And, oh, here's the cultist. The cultist and the horror specs are like the same archetype or whatever. They have the Doom thing. He restores 1 health whenever an enemy character dies. I think these two in combination would be really cool. And then the Cleric of the Rose combos off of the cultist. So now we're looking at, well, we can buy both. We will need to sell the follower. And then we could... Maybe the Cleric of the Rose is not the right choice. I'm sure the cultist is. Oh, he's got equipment on him. Glad that the game warned me. Get the cultist in here. Get him the gauntlets here. The cleric. Oh, I didn't even cover the enchanter here. Level 1 gnome fighter. Round end. Give a random allied mage +1 power. +1 power. Alright. I mean, at the very least, that's better than the squire. Because the squire requires for him to be in the same lane as an ally to do it, and then that's a positional thing that forces us to do stuff. But here's the flip side of that. This will give a random allied mage +1 power. Did that get blocked? Oh, and Felix is here lurking about. Fair enough, no worries, sir. And that did get blocked, okay. I'm using a new software over here to see the chat. It's much bigger than it was before. This was recommended by me, to me by Beta Dungeons. Thank you, Beta. I have like the whole screen on my laptop over here is just chat, and I've enlarged it so that I can much better see without wearing my glasses. It's amazing. Okay. We have the technology. Do we get the Cleric of the Rose? I don't know. Oh, the flip side here was that he gives a random allied mage +1 power, and the horror specs is a mage that cannot gain attack. He cannot attack, so he does not benefit off of the power. In fact, if we end up... I've done this before, put these two in the same lane. The squire will buff the horror specs, but he gets nothing out of it because he cannot attack. And I think the enchanter would try to sometimes buff the horror specs, and then that would be a wasted action. So we cannot get the enchanter if we have the horror specs. Cleric of the Rose. Deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy in this lane when you heal a character. And comboing that off of this cultist seems like it could be really, really strong. It was very helpful, Beta. Thank you again. And the program in general has so many features that I can't even figure out yet. But I'm sure I can make more use of it than just that. But for that alone, it was really good. What would we trade for you, Cleric of the Rose? It would be the squire, and then the cleric would have to go in the back row to get up the horror. Or the horror specs doesn't care what sits, but it's so weak that you kind of have to have it in the back row, right? But having it sit here, and then the potential to get another thing later that also heals would increase our combo chance. And like I said, I don't really care for the squire. I think we're doing it because I really want to get rid of that squire. I think this is the right choice. Knock on wood. I think it is. And we have the first boss fight coming up here. Poor bot. Oh. Speaking of bots, this is a Reanimated Colossus, the medieval version of a bot. He's like, hey, do you want to become famous? Smash! That's not gonna make any sense to the YouTube viewers. Alright. The Reanimated Colossus has the benefit of having high health, and then it attacks twice with its 2 attacks, so he deals 4 damage per round. Alright. The Twin Mances summons bone piles when they attack. In fact, we can combo off of that, and so we don't want to kill the Twin Mances, which is kind of interesting, because we have 2 units that combo off of killing enemies, and so whenever they summon one of these bone piles, that's a little unit that we can then kill, and then we combo off of that. So we don't care about them, we just want to hit the big guy and let them do their thing. They do a little bit of damage, of course, but not a big deal. Now, this is also a problem. Here's another one of those, maybe I just let the hero take a damage, because in the following rounds we would tank all the hits from it, but because we don't have the armor in the first round, we will be taking that 1 damage. I think we get a healing potion though at the end of the first floor. I shouldn't call them floors, because we've been through 13 floors. I don't know what the terminology then is for whatever, like, first region. Reanimated butt. God damn. The armor smith is also weird here. Because if you put him in the front line, he doesn't help. Ah, I think I see it. Here. The Twins Mancer will attack the Horseback, dealing 1 damage. In every subsequent round, the Horsebacks will have 3 armor and not care about this Twin Mancer hitting it. Boom, boom, boom. I think I have it here then. So we're still taking 1 damage on the hero, but I often get so many healing potions that we never use for anything. Oh, we can't sell those though, so we're losing out on gold by doing this. God damn it. It's fine. I have faith. What happened here? Why are you at 2 health? Why is he at 2 health? He should have healed 1 when this thing died. Ah, but by then he hadn't taken any damage yet. So I made some miscalculations here. He's gonna die now if I don't do something. This won't work. We can't keep doing this. Okay. So we need... The armor smith can go in front. This way no one dies this turn. Yeah, let's try that. Now he's healing back up this guy, and then... What is happening here? Hope. Deal 1 damage to the nearest enemy in this lane. I feel like that's not doing anything. Does something when an allied character's health increases. Maybe that doesn't count healing? If that doesn't count healing, then I misunderstood significantly. Like, how do we increase someone's health? I've never seen that happen, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's like another of the rows type of unit that can increase the health of a unit. We have a serious problem here. Now we're about to lose the armor smith. So now we need to move him. Like up here. That doesn't seem helpful. It will be. But this is going extremely poorly. No, okay, she's definitely attacking. Okay, good. I was just missing it. Not every time. Not every time. Alright, now we're doing it like this. No, he doesn't have to move. Right now, this thing is gonna attack straight ahead and hit Thoric of the Hammer. And he's got 4 armor, so he doesn't care. And he got 4 armor again, so we just go another round. And we've won. Oof. Alright. That one had me worried, and again we took damage on the hero. This one will heal 4 health. Which makes me want to sell it because I don't want to overheal. We will get many more healing potions to sell later, and so I'll just sell this one now and not overheal. Go there. 2 XP out of this one. We can level up the horror specs. Very good. I definitely saw the Cleric of the Rose healings, doing some damage with that when we healed with the cultist. Not as consistently as I thought it would, so I'm not sure. But whatever. Ever-burning torch. Battle start. Summon an ever-burning flame. Cool effect. It gives us like an extra unit that has 3 health and cannot be affected by anything other than direct damage. It doesn't do any damage. Do we combo off of it? No. The Arbiter's Cloak gives all elves plus 3 speed. That's useless. The Essence Collector. When a non-summoned ally died, that means one of our 5 characters dies, summon a Blood Wisp. And I don't know what a Blood Wisp does yet. But I suppose what a time to learn. If not now, then when, right? So let's just do it. Get that thing. Maybe it's amazing. Maybe it's not. Who knows? We're moving in and talking to the witch. We got through the first floor, so now we're talking to the witch, and she will sell us potions. Ha! Potions for a weary traveler. Alright, and do we want to buy something here? We can buy a straight up level with the potion of mastery, which might be pretty cool and nice. The horror specs now deals 2 damage to a random enemy every time we trigger Doom. I would like to level up the cultist. I'm definitely keeping these 2 around. And oh, he goes up to restore 2 health, but he didn't gain more base health. Okay. Yeah, no, he didn't. Okay. Still good. Argent Fang. Poisonous. Round end change lanes. We've seen you before. 7 health, 1 attack. Okay. These are not much stronger. We're playing at a high difficulty where enemies are stronger. And so far I haven't really figured out... these guys deteriorating Simulate usually only have 6 health, so they have 1 extra health. I think maybe the Argent Fang also only has 6 health as a base. So it might be like a percentage increase. Something like that. Ancient Urns. Okay. This is not that difficult of a fight. But right now we are set to take damage on the hero again, which we do not want. So, like this would prevent it. This thing here attacks random units, and random attacks can never target the hero on my end. It can when we do random attacks on their end, but never the other way around. So since he's targeting random, he cannot hit the hero, and these two then are of course hitting the frontliners. This thing will poison. We're not making use of the armor smith again. So then I'm thinking, what if we did this? What happens? We could end up losing the Horror Specs, which we definitely don't want to. And we don't need to make the cultist more tanky. We could do this. Oh, you can't attack from the front line. We could do this. We definitely have something that is kind of anti-synergetic here. There's a chance that the Horror Specs dies here. Oh no, it definitely will die. Damn it, okay. Because we also had a damage coming in from over here. But if I put him like this, there's 2 damage coming in there, and if this random attack hits him as well, the Horror Specs, then he goes down. And that would be terrible. But what are the odds? 1 in 4. So then maybe I move them around, and then after the round, I switch them when he has armor. Yes. To be on the safe side. And the random attack did indeed go for the Horror Specs. Alright, he got poisoned, the cultist, which means every time he attacks he takes 1 damage. The Horror Specs is putting in some work there, that's really good to see. Oh, in fact, you look at this. The Horror Specs is about to be poisoned by the Argent Fan. You take poison damage when you attack, but the Horror Specs cannot attack, so he doesn't care. And then I think this is a pretty good setup then for the next turn. And now he's gonna get armor every turn, so he can tank this guy forever. Oh, the healing from the is definitely triggering the thing on the Cleric of the Rose. That's amazing to see. So we combo really, really strongly off of killing enemy units. That's kind of cool. Oh, I got poisoned on the hero. Didn't even notice. I wonder if that goes on armor or bypasses armor. We haven't lost health on the hero yet, so. Well, we never learned. It's fine. And you just keep going. Alright. I want to level up. Getting the Horror Specs to max level as soon as possible could be really clutch. Yeah. We might yet replace the Cleric of the Rose there. We get a choice of maybe a Ranger here. The Ranger is a level 2 Elf Archer. Whenever an ally is summoned, gain +2 power. And right now we do have a summoning effect. Every time we lose one of our 4 characters, we summon a Blood Wisp, so that would trigger the Ranger. The Elves usually trigger off of something summoning, so there you go. And then we have a Sword Dancer, which is cool. This is a good unit. Kinda, but it has high health. He's also level. They come in at level 2 now, so they cannot be leveled twice from the point where we're seeing them here. Sword Dancer is level 2 fighter. Has 2 attack while at maximum health. Inexhaustible is a really nice trait. And here we have a Battle Mage. Level 2 human mage. 8 health is high. 1 attack. Whenever this character gains power, they also restore 1 health, so another healing effect. But we have no way to give him power because we removed Squire. Otherwise, if we had like that as a base, having another healing effect would combo with the Cleric of the Rose. Oh, is it a mage? It is definitely a mage. So there's an item that can give a mage power every turn, and he can carry 3 of them, and so then we could trigger the Cleric of the Rose 3 times. So I'm talking about what? I'm talking about selling the Armor Smith in favor of the Battle Mage. If anything. To maybe hopefully get that item later. No. Well, maybe. I think healing is insanely strong in this game, and so it is very tempting. Why is he level 2 and that didn't increase his ability because it's only 1 health. Whenever this character gains power, they also restore 1 health. And this guy is giving us 3 health every turn if we place him correctly. I think that's just stronger. We want the cultist to have higher health. He gets the skirmisher shield here. Should have done that earlier. The armor smith. He needs to. Oh, she only works in the front. That is very tempting. Round and give another ally armor, or we have no way to trigger the battle mage's ability at the moment. But I think it's the better one if we can get that specific item. And I ended up having 3 of those items in the previous run, so we know that they spawn relatively often. I'm gonna do it. I think that's the play that could save the run. Here. If all goes well. Feast Caller. Restore up to 2 health. Oh, follow-up. Restore up to 2 health to a damaged ally. Right. And they definitely have more health than they usually do here. Okay. And we're set up right now to take 2 damage on Thoric. Huh. Don't forget to hydrate. Oh no. Did someone redeem hydrate? It did. And that does not pop up in the thing over here. Okay. That's obviously not good. So then it won't do all the things that I need to do. Do you know how to do that, Beta? Now that you're here? The chat that I'm looking at over here does not show me the redeems. And I don't see a button for that kind of thing. Dang it. I thought it was perfect, but it turned out not to be. Do this. Have the bot admit. I have seen a section for redeems, but I haven't played with it yet. Okay. Is there an easy way to do it? Not at the outset. Okay, I'm gonna have to close it down and then open up the old system again. Dang it. Alright. But it is a good idea. I thought I brought my water out. I didn't. So I'll be right back, folks. Hold tight. Maybe you guys can make a plan for how to beat this, because I think this is where we die. I'm not sure if we are gonna die. No, we might. I'm not sure if we can beat this one. But I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah. Oh, and they grow in strength when they kill one of us. All of them, all these three, will grow in strength. And right now we are even taking damage. Thank you, Bella. I think I'm onto something, but we need more XP on our characters, and we need some items that I haven't found. And so the combo is not rolling yet, and this looks like death. We're dealing 5 damage with the hero, which is really nice. And we should... Can we deal 9 in a row? Or in a lane? No. So we cannot kill 1 in this turn. That would have been really nice. Because the problem is, if we deal a lot of damage to 1, it gets healed. It might get healed, and then we need to we need to power through the healing as well. While we are taking a total of what, 8 per round, spread out over different characters. But we don't have that kind of tankiness yet. Not really. We can't use the Battle Mage's ability because we don't have the thing for that. And we won't trigger the 2 Doom characters because we won't be killing a lot here. So this is one of the battles where the Doom characters are kind of bad. We need to do 9 in a lane. Cannot be done. This does 7 in a lane, and then next turn, even with the healing, we're doing 4, so then we will kill 1 next turn. Then I'm taking 2 on the hero only 2. And then 4 and 4. No, 2. Okay, so then we live through the round. Yes. I think that's the best we can come up with right here. Okay. Did we have a damage on this one up here? I don't think we did. He chose to heal a full health unit. That's nice of him. We will get to heal with the cultist before the hero will kill the cultist, so that's nice. That'll be when these 2 attack, then the hero will attack and damage Feast Caller, bringing him to 7. We trigger all the stuff. We're only taking 1 damage per turn on Thoric the Hammer because we're getting that armor now, but they're dealing 2, right? This one is not gonna die anytime soon. It's also gonna be healed, by the way. Well, let's see if I'm super lucky here. Something might work out just the way it needs to do. Now, we are dealing 4 per round to the hero, which means 2 rounds. Which means that we are gonna kill him. We're just taking a lot of damage. Oh, you know what? That was a mistake then. And we can move the horse picks up here. We should have done that last time. What? So we got a Blood Wisp. What do you do? Just a 1-1, 1 health, 1 attack unit. Not super strong or anything, but it will work here, and then we will win this round. Okay. I mean, that's quite nice, having these spawn when we lose characters. Better than nothing, but... obviously not super good here. Alright. Oh! First of all, I didn't know that we could click on the stairs to move down to the next level. That kind of makes sense, I suppose. It was a misclick, obviously. I wanted to pick up the potion. So that was bad. Alright, merchant, welcome back. Buy a thing. And I see a special thing here, the Sunstone. Round end for mages, gain +1 power, which is exactly the thing that we wanted for the Battle Mage. This one I've never seen. Holy Scepter, mage only. Follow up, restore 1 health to a damaged, non-heroic ally. No way. Which will also trigger the Cleric of the Rose. And we've got a Searing Sign. Mage only +3 damage but -3 health. Yeesh. That's really nice though. 3 damage is a lot. I wonder if I could put that on the Cleric of the Rose and just kill it. Oh, we gotta buy the Sunstone. It both gives us 1 power, and then if we put it on the thing here, we get 1 healing, so we get both of these effects in one, and that triggers the Cleric of the Rose. The Holy Scepter would be really, really good as well. Of course, because it would trigger the Cleric of the Rose, and I want it, but we only have 14 gold. This one is cheaper, and it does another thing, which also gives power. Good, so we got the thing that I wanted. Now having regeneration effectively on the Battle Mage, also dealing more damage, and then dealing even more damage. We might have the combo now. We just have a lot of damage on the hero, which have never been... I mean, except for that one time where I died, or the few times where we died. We usually don't lose health on the hero until the battle where we lose. So, yeah. What are you? Orb Queen. Has +1 attack for each ally. Alright, so we want to kill its allies. Bonus objective, protect the lost adventurer again. I've never seen this fight before. So it has 6 attack. And we have a mass of orbs. Death, fill the board with wandering orbs. Are you kidding me? Round and move. And these are orbs. So this would normally be really, really bad for us, but of course, since we keep combo off of killing these little weak dudes, we might actually be just fine here. Because we are gonna do a whole lot of damage with the horror specs and heal a whole lot of damage on the cultist, which triggers all the things. You are the only one faster than them, so you're gonna hit the first thing that when you attack here. This one attacks straight up ahead, and this one attacks straight. So like this, you attack with 6 damage. That's pretty crazy, man. Oh no, it won't, because we will be killing some stuff before it attacks. Yeah. We can kill at least the 3. And we can kill... Oh! No, we don't want to kill a mass of orbs just before it goes, because it will fill the board with the little guys, making it deal 7 if I put my hero up here to kill this thing. No. Don't make that mistake. So, is this how we do it? Yes. Wait, oh, but we are losing the lost adventurer. There's a thing that is kind of hard to calculate, but if I did end up killing this massive orbs, then the horror specs will trigger after it fills the board with units and then shoot randomly, and it might just clear the board again. Because every time it hits a wandering orb, it triggers again. So maybe that's what we should hope for. And then do it like this so that we keep the lost adventurer. Now it's not gonna die. Regardless, I should do this. The question is, where does the hero go? Do we try for that insane combo? What's the worst that'll happen? I don't think we lose the battle mage either way, so I'd say go for it. In fact, we can switch them around. Yes. Oh, and then it fills up the board. The horror specs goes first. Oh. Yes, exactly as I planned it. We won. Alright. Glorious. That's why I like the horror specs and the cultist by extension, and then the cleric of the rose. Yeah. Good stuff, man. XP for the horror specs, dealing even more damage. Initiate evil laughter. Alright. Rogue. Are we looking to replace anything? I don't think so. Rogue is a cool little unit, gnome fighter, poisonous, so he can poison opponents, and then he's inexhaustible, so he moves around. He also deals good base damage. 2 is good base damage in this game. Oh no, he's level 2. Got the armorsmith again, nothing new there. Someday I want to try out the flame adept. I don't think it is this playthrough here, but the flame adept is a mage that does damage to the entire column. So it doesn't really do anything specifically to the enemy hero, but for it, like, it can deal damage to up to 3 enemy units at the same time, if everything is correctly positioned, which is potentially really strong. Especially if you can boost his attack, right? So, but not today. We want to save our money. Orb Progenitor. Round and summon 2 Wandering Orbs. Another one that spawns units, which makes it good for us. We have a Forgotten Garden. The board begins with immovable thickets. And again, they count for units, so they will trigger the... I mean, we are gonna slaughter these guys here. Absolutely. I don't even have to really do anything. Go, horror specs! Kill everything! Yep. And then he spawns new units. Oh no! Back to full health. We have the combo. The combo is real. Now they're not being attacked, but we go first. Ah, but we have one armor. We have a thicket and an armor, and we are killing him this turn, so it doesn't matter. Oh, they were attacking randomly even. Yeah, never mind. Alright, whew. That was an easy one. Good. Money! And potion for horror specs, so now it'll deal even more damage. 4 every time it triggers Doom. Which is insane! Then, get another thing here. 3 health, okay. I want you to have as much maximum health as you can. Mr. Cultist. And speed doesn't matter all that much. Fighter only. Oh, we only have one fighter class. Interesting. Well, this one's better, obviously. Ah, but this one does not need to go on a fighter, so we can put that anywhere, right? Could put it on... No, the Battle Mage. Strong front line for tanking. Yeah, good stuff. Clypean Simulate. Targets a random enemy in any lane. Counter gain shield. Right, that guy. Okay. Right now we are set to take damage on the hero. We really should avoid that. So... this could cost us the cleric. I cannot move equipment around at the start of a fight. You have to do it before you enter a room. Here's a thought. If I click on the stairs at the end of a fight, we go down the stairs to the next room. It doesn't work before the fight. Ah, dang it. This is better. There's a chance that we lose the horror specs then. I think the horror specs is worth more than the cleric. We're not really killing any units here. Next turn we will be. We're killing the vase, the urn here, and that's fine. I want... no. I would like to kill... no, we can't kill this. So we can do this. There. Now we're killing this urn and that urn. And then next turn the Horsepex moves in behind here. But there's still a chance that we lose it this round before... well, not before it can trigger some stuff. But before the next round. Okay. Now the Horsepex moves in here. Now again we are taking damage on the hero though. That one armor on him is so useless. Sucks, man. It has to be like that. Okay, we are so lucky. Both of these two will die if any of these random attacks hit him, and we've got 3 enemies now randomly attacking, so... pretty lucky. Alright. Go again. Good, good. There goes a unit. Alright. I think we win, though, without taking hero damage here. Targets a random enemy in any lane, so he cannot hit the hero ever until he's killed everyone else, which is not gonna happen anytime soon. So we're fine. It's gonna be fine. And we've gotten the bonus objective as well. Alright. Of course, he's super annoying with that shield. Shield makes you take no damage no matter how hard you get hit. Once, and then it goes away, and he gets that every time he takes damage, so... Alright, we gotta level up... well, I don't know... maybe the Battle Mage. It would be nice to make the Cleric of the Rose a little bit tankier, so same with the Cultist. In essence, all of them are good. Maybe if we can make the Battle Mage heal 2 every round when it gains power, that would be really good. But it died this battle, so then you cannot give it XP. Alright, well, there's only one choice then. We're going to the Merchant, for sure. And what do we find? Welcome back, buy a thing, thank you. And I will. Titan's Ring, I have thought that might actually be good, because then we could get 4 armor on the hero in the first turn, allowing him to tank the first round. And there's nothing else here that I really truly want, except for the added stuff that we could put on the Cleric. Or the Battle Mage. We do need more damage output, so the added stuff makes a lot of sense. Searing Sign, though. -3 health, but +3 damage would be pretty crazy on the Battle Mage. Again, I don't know. I'm assuming that I cannot put it on the Cleric of the Rose. Oh, we can refresh the store. That's what we need to do. Oh, what is this? Essence Vial. Death, Summon a Blood Wisp. Another one. Okay. Untitled Colossus +1 health. The Dragon Scale is amazing, but it's fighter only, and we only have 1 fighter, and he's already full up on fighter only items, so it's kinda not what I want. It's probably gonna be the Thanos gloves. Just give him here so that we get a little bit more sustainability on the backline. Do we refresh the store again? I can buy another one of those sun amulets. I just don't have the space to carry it though. We kinda do. It's fine. Refresh. Alright. The Immortal Helm is amazing. There's the Holy Scepter. Yes. Give that to the Horospex. So that now it sits in the back line and just heals people. Oh no, that's when it... Follow-up is when after it attacks? Pretty sure it can't do that. So we gotta move that around. Get that over there. Sunstone on him. Restore 1 health to a damaged, non-heroic ally. Probably not to itself then. So then I'm thinking that I want it on one of the backliners. Like so. Down 1 money. Alright, and we're going into a boss fight. Alright. Oh, a new dungeon boss. Virus. Alright. Counter. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy twice. Alright. And he's got new enemy types as well, like Clypeus. 2 attack, 14 health, round end, give another ally shield. Venina, undead, paralyzing attack. And Cursed Urn, poison a random enemy on death. 21 health to attack here. Paralyzing attack is pretty nasty. Give another ally shield at the end of the round. Okay. Again, they're all dealing 2 attack, which means I cannot fully tank any of their attacks with the hero. And that's I have realized that that's why the armor smith was really nice, because then we could boost the hero and then get 4 armor per turn with him, which is definitely in a different category, where he could just like have a lane open and just let him be the tank. And I think that would be the way to use the armor smith if I ever get him again. Getting rid of him may have been a mistake. Horospex is leveled up, is it not? Yeah. When you are hit, counter, deal 1 damage to a random enemy twice. And they have 14 and 18 health respectively. That is pretty nasty. They will poison enemies. If we get lucky, they poison the Horospex. We have a good amount of healing on our team, which is really nice. If we put you up here, we get to hit that guy with the hero. This is how we do it. Okay. Lots of stuff happening. Oh, and the Horospex got poisoned, so it'll just ignore the poison. That's amazing. Alright. We're focusing on killing this Clypeus first, which I think is fine. Oh, I forgot. I kind of knew this, but I forgot. I forgot that you cannot use your abilities when you are paralyzed, so the Horospex or the cultist is not healing right now when it's getting paralyzed every turn. Something else also happened. We hit the virus somehow, and then he dealt damage to the Horospex, which is probably fine. There's only 2 units left well, 1 unit left that it could trigger off of, so that's not super important. We're dealing, what, 5 damage per turn to the virus, which means 4 turns until we kill it. And this one does 2 damage. That is 4 turns of the cultist still living, basically. It's gonna counter a whole lot, this guy. But I think we just win if we keep going. I think. Nope. Nope, nope. That's pretty nasty. Wow. I mean, I can do nothing here. That's it. Oh, no. Wait, hold. There's we can replay every battle once. So Let's try to do that. Well, the only other thing I can see is that we try to kill the Venina first, so that we don't get paralyzed so much. Like this. I even thought we got lucky before by getting the Horspex poisoned, and we lost him first, which doesn't really matter when there's no spawning units. But he thinks that this is not winnable. And that was nice. There's the shield. So I mean, we're not targeting the virus, so with a bit of luck it won't be hit by anything. I'm sure it can. And that could kill the Horspex again. That paralyzed though is nasty. Oh, he sits here and builds up more and more power every turn because he cannot use it on his attack. I guess he's paralyzed every turn. He's not paralyzed right now, but I'm assuming... Yeah, they move first. Okay, that's why. It's gonna take forever to kill this one. And we are losing the Horspex now. So we just moved the Horspex up here. Now it's not dying. But then now I'm taking, what, 2 damage on the hero every turn? No, what, 1. 1, so that's 4 turns until we die. I think we gotta use that mage health for some tanking here. We are losing the Cleric of the Rose, but poison characters take 1 damage after attacking. So if I move it and exhaust it, it won't take poison damage, I think. And then we can keep using his passives. We are so close to greatness here, but we are losing the cultist. And they... Yeah. We're dealing no damage here because this one stuns before the battle mage goes. And if I could just attack it with 1 damage before, then the Thoric would at least kill it, and that would trigger some stuff. So like this, that's not enough. We still won't kill this Venina here. Now the Battle Mage will snipe the Clypeus next turn in 1 go. Just got 6 attacks stored up there. And you're gonna die anyway, so letting you die to the attack from this guy here and getting paralyzed doesn't matter. Forgot we got the little blood wisps. That may be our saving grace. Now we're about to lose the hero, so I need to put something in front. And that could be you, because the cultist will heal before he attacks. Yes. And we get to kill the Vanina as well this turn. No. I forgot that it attacked before. No, okay, worked. Alright, we cleared the board. We're still dying. Oh, and I put you in the back row where you can't attack. I should have put you here, obviously. But the thing is, every time we hit the Virus or whatever, it deals 2 damage back, and it deals 2 damage per turn. And we are attacking it how many times per turn? 1, 2 at least, 3 if we get away with that, so like that. Which means it's gonna do... that's so much, too much. I cannot beat this. Oh, we did, yeah, okay. Wow! Like I said, never seen that boss before. Eesh. A terrible fate indeed. Let's see what you found. Oops. Okay. What did you find then, Keeper? All kinds of stuff. Perhaps next time. Get an unlock. A Wrath Conduit. Level 2 Human Mage. Targets the lowest health enemy in any lane. Counter attack with 3 attack? Alright, that definitely seems like we're scaling up a bit. Oh, this is a level 2 unit. Yeah, so he cannot be found at the... Something I need to wrap my mind around is the fact that the later campfires you find better heroes or characters, so you should swap out later to and upgrade to better characters like this guy, because he's... I mean, counter means he needs to survive an attack, but then he deals 3 damage. We just saw how counter can make you attack again and again, and so there's definitely something there. We're gonna do at least